Not now. I get like 10 minutes a day to myself to sit down and actually do self improvement. I'm reading. What do you want?
Check out this new ad. Your friend Polly's got a new product.
No. I like Paul, but he's just like you. He's just full of bad ideas. We're not buying Polly's new product.
Fart. Passing gas.
Look at the ad.
Breaking wind. Cutting the cheese.
I'm trying to read. Why are you playing this?
Firing a stink torpedo.
But it's Paul over at Purple Heart Barbecue.
Squeezing a duck.
No.
Backfire.
No.
Rectal turbulence.
No.
Booty burps.
Still no.
Anal exhale. Where will you be?
I'm gonna get
when
it.
Disaster strikes.
I'm going to go out to the studio and read because obviously you won't leave me alone in here. What did we get?
God damn it, PDM. Well, hello and welcome to the live stream. Polly has a new product. I held off on putting up a video about it. So Polly launched a new product. I absolutely think it's hilarious. It is the original fart bag. So give me a second. I got to pull this extra audio cord out because the audio on my end, I don't know how staticky is on yours. Audio on my end fucking sucks. So give me just a second. There we go. Yeah, we haven't seen PDM in a while. PDM, he's been grounded. But the original fart bag is Polly's creation. The original fart bag, and it is a product. Allow me to read you the product description. Step 1, secure the opening of the emergency fart bag around your stinky hole. Step 2, relax colon and release toxins into the bag. Step 3, dispose of the bag in a safe, secure location or mail it to your worst enemy. Manufactured in the good old US of A by a 2-times war veteran who ain't got no sense. It says it's durable, compact, and great for funerals, meetings, baby showers, bar mitzvahs, date night, concerts, gang initiations, and more. Covers every variation of fart, including but not limited to passing gas, breaking wind, cutting the cheese, letting one rip, tooting, busting ass, fluffing, firing a stink torpedo, sneezing or squeezing a duck, flatulence. You get what I'm saying. He put a lot of work into that. And I think it was like $35 for the chick to give it. Come on. That chick will do anything for money. She shows her beehole on the internet for money. So that's where we are with that. So I just wanted to announce Polly's new product. There is a link. It's right here. If you would like to support Polly, they are available. The video you just saw will go up tomorrow because I went ahead and made it for him. He has his own ad, which is the Cam Girl ad, but I was like, I can't just leave that alone. So I absolutely took that and turned it into my own ad. He's my friend. I had to, of course. Yeah, Mark. Well, the thing is, I've opened up to beehole. So in honor of this for tonight, and I believe maybe tonight, maybe the rest of the week, we'll see. Polly gets an honorary spot in the background with the original fart bag, the original emergency fart bag. My microphone, absolutely. Why all of a sudden is my microphone in the shot? So there you go. Dollstrong, Polly, all 4 corners are filled. All 4 corners are filled. So it is a lot of fun. It's something it's something that absolutely he came up with the idea and he goes, how hard, where would I get labels? And I was like, I was like, imagine you could get them over at Vistaprint. And I think that's when he got them. So I think that's where he got them. So yeah, I sent him that video. I'm not going to lie. That took up so much of my time. It took up so much of my time that I did not get the video, the final video film that I was going to film. Like I literally worked on that from about 7 a.m. till noon to get all the audio and the clips and the green screen. And I tried to actually, that was in my living room. I tried to actually film that from inside my living room, but the audio was just horrible. So, yeah, the video was already up earlier today. I got it done, but it wasn't done until noon. So when I posted it up, I had just finished it when I posted it up on the other channel. But I absolutely spent more time on that than I should have because, like I said, I filmed it once in the living room, and I filmed the parts of me. I was sitting on the couch, but the audio was so bad and so echoey. So it's a very vaulted ceiling living room, and the lighting was horrible. So I just took a picture facing both directions. So what's Polly's return policy? A return on the bags? I don't think there is a return. He does not want them back. But yeah, and just like Paul, well, just like parts of Paul, and I'm sure he's had women tell him this, I thought it would be bigger. Hit the like if you're here listening. Yes, please. I would appreciate it. There are 35 people here. I'm going to show you guys a product that you all missed out on and you won't ever be able to get. Crazy Sharp coffee mugs were available at one point, and guess what? No one bought them. I believe there may have been one person that bought a mug. I think I have the only mug in existence. So yeah, not much to talk about, really. I put up the video about the worst gravity knife on the market. I honestly do believe it's the worst, and so many people white knighted for that. Well, you just don't know how to operate it. And I was like, that's the point of a gravity knife. Gravity knives were designed to not require any knowledge of how to use it. You know why gravity knives were designed? Gravity knives were designed so that you could do this and have a knife at the ready and cut yourself and extricate yourself from a tree, or have a very rapid deployment knife in a stressful tactical situation. And I had people tell me, I was like, the whole point I'm trying to make is it was just horrible. It is a horrible knife. Guys, so I did that video and I was like, you know what? I should put a purchase link up for that Warlock. The one that is $250 is not in stock. The cheapest price I found for them was $250. That's the cheapest price. MSRP is $390 on the model I showed you. The other ones are $750. And people are like, well, it's because they're titanium and stuff. I don't fucking care. $750 is horrible. I thought gravity knives were designed to make idiots think they look cool. I actually like this. The longer I've had this, the more I actually carry it and use it for things, because it is very easy to. She's probably some kid's mom, and his mom's going to see that. He's going to be watching like, oh, let me find a knife video. And he's going to come on my channel. He's like, that's my mom. Okay. I fucking wish I'd kept it. You guys can send them to me. Somewhere laying around here, I have Polly's address. And we can absolutely, you send them to me, make sure they're sealed really good, and I'll make sure they find their way to Polly. I won't give Polly's address out. But I definitely, if you pick up dog shit with them, the hazmat bags that are in it, if you get them, I will absolutely just repackage them and send them to Paul. Paul will have like a medium-sized flat rate box full of dog shit show up. I wouldn't do that. No, that's a joke. And it's too late because I absolutely threw the envelope away with Polly's address. I do have to get Paul's address because I have something that I do need to send him, and it's not dog poo. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about something. I have got some knives coming, and I have to tell you, I have to try and find it. I'm trying to see here. No, 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 no. No, I don't want that. I'm trying to see here. Trying to see who else over on Rumble. I'm trying to see how many people are on Rumble. 13 people on Rumble right now. So I don't know who's over there, but I appreciate y'all watching on Rumble. We will wind up over on Rumble. I think we might run a little late here because there are some knives that I want to talk about. There are a couple knives that are coming out very soon. I just reshot the outro and intro for the knife, for the Riff, the CJRB Riff. That is a very, very good knife. Great, great knife. But I have got to tell you, I'm going to have to let my buddy borrow this knife. And it's not because he's on the fence about it. If I don't let him borrow my Echo prototype that's here at the house, I will get nothing else reviewed. This is hands down the best knife CJRB has ever made. And I believe that when I get the production ones here, this is going to wind up in the running against the Solar Storm. This $50 knife is going to wind up in the running against that $400 knife. It is so, so good. If you do not get an Echo, hang on a second. I will, give me a moment. I'm going to pull up and I will get you a link for this. If you don't get one of these, you are going to miss out. Like I'm telling you right now, you will absolutely regret. Let me find it. You will absolutely regret not trying this knife. I'm telling you right. I don't know exactly what it is that I can't put my finger on exactly what it is that is so good about this that I just like, it's one of those enigmas. Like I shouldn't like it as much as I do. It's super plain. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to post a link to it in case you're interested. It is Chuck It is here. Chuck It. I do have your knife. I just keep forgetting to put it up. There is a, 41 people and only 15 likes. Come on, guys. Is it that hard? I do likes on videos that I don't even like. I give likes on Polly's videos. Polly's videos. I don't even like them. It's free Las Vegas for shooting the Fort Bend commercial. It actually was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that. Allow me. Oh, I owe 2 people Kangaroo Flute. Hang on. I have to scroll all the way back up the top. Keen's Customs. I said, no, I can't do that. Here is your Kangaroo Flute. That's yours. And then Polly, I'm so surprised this even happened. Polly actually dropped money on something. Polly is a stingy, stingy motherfucker. I didn't. That's my mustache is absolutely needing trimmed. So, yeah, I just keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, but back to what I was saying about the likes. If you're watching, if there's 41 people here and only 15 likes, you lazy motherfuckers. It's a button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. That is the hardest thing to get through to people is you got to hit likes on videos. I literally, if I watch a video for more than 15 seconds, like if you're here and you're watching a video, just like it. It helps push the algorithm. Well, if you're maybe you aren't as lazy as I said. Hey, you guys ready for an experience? Well, I was joking. Y'all didn't have like fucking 10 people left. Like, this guy's a dickhead. Well, yeah, I mean, you should have figured that out by now. But I've had a lot of caffeine too, by the way. So this should be interesting. Any rate, like I said, this link to the Echo here, I'm gonna paste it up again just because it got lost in the thing. There are a few versions of this. I have the prototype, and I'm very I'm very pleased with the thumb stud version, but I think once the ones with the reverse flick on it, so good. I absolutely have had both. Okay, I'll read your comment next. Tay G. I gotta blow some kangaroo flute. I can't get it. There we go. So sent you a thumbs up and just received my cue ball lanyard. Cool. So the button lock or liner lock Echo. I absolutely love the button lock. I had both versions. The version I had that was the something in my mustache. I had the liner lock version, which is the production version. I had the liner lock version with the aperture and everything, and it absolutely was very good. But I like this so much better. I don't know what it is. It's slim, but it's not too thin, and it just feels about perfect in hand. And then this is just absolutely a laser. Like this cuts. You guys know I say it all the time. I don't like to do cut tests, like videos. I absolutely love cutting enough with this. I'm just gonna have to film. So I did the part 1 video. I don't think you guys have seen it yet, where I show what I was cutting, how I test knives, and I was doing it with the wood dowel rods and explaining how I do that. That has not went public yet, but that video is coming. There's also going to be a part 2, which is cardboard test. And the only reason is because I know I'm just going to scream through a bunch of cardboard with this. I'm actually almost out of cardboard. I stockpiled a bunch of cardboard. I had people bring me cardboard so that I could do it. And I'm almost out. This just screams through cardboard, and I have not had to sharpen it yet. It's still got the factory edge on it. I've just stropped it a few times. It is such a good cutter, and it's comfortable to cut with. And I don't usually like top flippers, but I love this one because it's just about a perfect top flipper. Could toot the hell out of my kangaroo flute, possibly play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let's see here. I'm trying to look through the comments. Okay. So yeah, if you guys haven't, I'm going to tell you right now, the Echo is this thing. Jared and I think Jared and I are in agreement. I think he said it too. I think this is CJRB's best knife. Now I have a bunch of prototypes coming of others, not a bunch of prototypes. I have a bunch of other knives coming. Now I've had people ask me, like, because this is a prototype, and I have a couple other knives here that are prototypes. I cannot sell or give away prototypes unless I'm told I can. And typically I'm told when I can and can't do that. And so I had some pyrite prototypes that I gave away. I don't ever sell stuff. Like, I have never sold any of the knives. Just so you guys know, I've never sold any of the knives that have come in on the channel. Everything that has come has either stayed because I know I'm going to use them for videos, or I'm going to do them as giveaways. And I do have some stuff stockpiled. There are going to be more giveaways. I just don't want it to be like a every Wednesday that everybody's just waiting for a giveaway. So, but yeah, this knife, I think, is possibly the best knife they've made. The Riff is, and I don't have one because I sent them all back. And one of the prototypes got lost here at the house, but I don't think it's lost at the house. I have a friend of mine, and I was hanging out with him, and we were in his truck, and he transferred to he transferred to Colorado to go to the Defense Language. What is it? The DLA, the Defense Language Institute, DLI. At any rate, he's what knife would be a good poop knife? If you're mad at your mom, whatever her favorite knife that she uses for like spreading butter or something, that's the knife. And you know what I mean? Old people always have like there's one burner, there's one spatula. There's always like the special burner on the stove, the fucking the one good butter knife, that one plate that they always use. Old people are weird. They get attached to things. Find that thing that she uses, find that knife, and that would be a good poop knife. That'd be a good turd cutter. Polly, don't start shit. Don't start shit. That would be the one I would use. But yeah, this one has just been outright amazing. And so when my friend Tino comes over tomorrow, I'm going to try and film the final video about this. I'm going to try and film the final video about this. If I can get it done tomorrow, when he leaves tomorrow, I'm gonna send this with him, mainly because if I don't, I'm not gonna get things carried. Like I have got videos that I need to film, and I can't because I have not carried the knives because I keep carrying this. So this one and that fucking Civivi Cache. I did a video about it now. I did a video about it today, which was like mid carry, like halfway through the carry, just so I could justify carrying it longer. That is, you guys are going to see it go up to, it is my favorite. It is my favorite Civivi knife so far. BWD6 over on Rumble said, who gave the thumbs down? I think it was because that thumbs down was because I had a half-naked chick up as the thumbnail, which I can see that. What happens to Al when you are filming with him? What happened to Al when are you filming with him? I don't know. I have not talked to Al for a while. He has a knife that he's supposed to be sending me for a video, and I have not talked to him in a while. I know he's been busy and fat, so I don't know. I mean, I love him, but he looks like he's sweat. Like the last video I watched, I was like, Jesus, Al, are you sweating bacon grease? So... and then I sold some knives, and the poor guys that I sold the knives to are still waiting because I have spent the last, I'd say week looking for the original packaging for the knives that they bought. I keep all the original packaging. All the knives that are for sale now, I have tracked down all the packaging for them. So if anyone else buys them, it's going to be sloppy. So somebody asked me if I could, whoever it was, it was the Keen's Custom Tools at the very beginning asked me if I could do a Japanese intro. And I was like, I can't, because you know that some left-leaning Karen will throw a fit and say, he's being culturally insensitive. And I was like, but the second I read it, if you guys remember Dead Man on Campus, there's a scene where they've got the guy Buckley and they're like hiding in the shower and at the sword, and he yanks the curtains open. And he's like, konnichiwa. And that's all I could think of. Do I sharpen or repair knife blades? On a case by case. I have a guy that is sending me 2 Norsemans for sharpening. And I had a guy reach out to me about his slim MIDI. He sent it off to another sharpening guy. I don't know who it is. And I don't know who it was, but he says it's a pretty well-known guy on YouTube. And when it came back, he had recurved the very front of it. And I saw it and I was like, oh man. He goes, I don't know how he did it. And I was like, I know exactly how he did it. He spent too much time in one spot, or he rolled his stone, and he basically took the very belly of the knife and now it curves in. And he's like, can you fix it? I'm like, I can. I was like, I can never make it exactly like it was. But I can fix it. And he goes, I was like, it's going to be a lot of work. It's not going to be cheap. And he goes, well, how much? And I was like, I don't know, but it's probably at least 50 at a minimum. And he was like, it wasn't Jared. And he was like, I was like, at least 50 for a minimum. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he reaches back out to me. He's like, I talked to Sue over at over at Medford, and she's like, it's gonna cost 250 to put a new blade in it. I was like, well, I can do it for cheaper. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. Oh. So Friday, we should be good. Friday, we should be good with a live feed. But next Wednesday, I have a diagnostic surgical procedure to make sure. I haven't said too much about it. They're kind of worried that I may have colon cancer. They found some stuff on my CT scan and stuff like that. And I did have a test here a while back where they did a blood test and like, we found some markers for cancer, and then they retested it and they're like, okay, it might have been a false positive. So I go in Friday for a full on like heavy duty colonoscopy, and they may remove some stuff for biopsy purposes. And if things go south, I will be in the hospital for a few days. So just plan on Wednesday not being. That's why there's a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get filmed. So fuck you very much. It's a Spyderco Sage. You would have to just email me. Hit me up on a DM on Instagram. Let me know that it's you, and we can talk about that. And I'll see. I'm not doing a lot of sharpening because of my shoulder. I'm looking at having another shoulder surgery as well. So recently met, and just like a dude really hates gingers. Yeah, I've seen that. The fart bag company is currently not profitable. Well, that's because of the initial investment. I have a video that I'm putting up tomorrow. That may change things. We don't know how many people are going to see it. Get Nico to climb in bed with you. See, I will try. Like, if everything happens, I'm going to try to take my shit with me so that if I wind up in the hospital, I can do live feeds from the hospital. Or I will just get everything packed up so that my wife can bring it. I just finished charging my battery bank. That thing will run this computer for like a week. No joke, it'll run it for a week. Oh, you know what I found out when I was setting up? You guys probably know this. Anybody that knows anything about audio video equipment probably already knows this and would tell me, yeah, idiot. If you lay your microphone cord, the input cord from the microphone to the soundboard, if you lay that underneath the power brick for your laptop, you get a god awful hum that you can't figure out what the fuck is causing it. Post a link. I already did post a link. If one of the guys wants to go up, I already posted a link. I posted it when I first did the video. So if one of my fuck, dude, if I die, we got bills and shit. My wife's gonna have to sell that shit. I'm looking over here. I've got $10,000 worth of knives right there. So here's the thing. If I do wind up having to have a couple feet, I'm looking on the bright side of this. If I do wind up having to have a couple feet of my intestine removed, that means that I'm going to have a colostomy bag for a matter of like maybe 2 months, right? Maybe longer, right? 2 to 4 months. But that means that my butthole will be showroom fresh and clean. That will be the cleanest my butthole has ever been. I will have a showroom new turd cutter. So In the actual video that I posted up, I mean, you could post it here, Alice. That's what I was trying to get to. One of my mods do it for me. Here, I'll get it. Hang on. Let me let me get it. Here is a link to the poop bags. I think you're gonna need more than 2 months to deal with damage you have done over the years. No, I mean, I honestly am like now that I quit drinking and I don't smoke weed anymore, like I don't do anything anymore. Like my daughter came, like my daughter was, I was, we were at a friend's house when we were talking when we were picking out the dog. I was telling my friend there, Dennis, the boxer, I was like, yep, quit drinking. I was like, I don't even smoke weed anymore. And my daughter was like, quit drinking. You were drinking with Nico the other night. I was like, no, Nico was drinking. I didn't have a drop of beer. Well, because here's the thing. While you're a fetus, you actually do poop and pee in the whole amniotic fluid. So basically you come out of your mother's womb covered in your own shit and piss. You're a filthy, filthy mess. So yeah, you do. So your butthole wasn't even clean the day you were born. So mine will be the cleanest it has ever been. So, what was I? What else was I going to talk about? I'm trying to see where I put it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Here we go. It took me till almost my 50s to give up drinking. And I still drank. Here's the thing. I still drank a lot. Like I'm not like, I wasn't like everybody was like, oh, Mike's an alcoholic. If Mike was an alcoholic, I would have had, so I just decided, I was like, when I realized that every time I drank, my stomach was all screwed up, I was like, I guess I'll just quit. And I had no fucking problem. Like I didn't have withdrawals and shit like that. And everybody was like, I don't believe you. I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't have any problems. But I still did drink. I'm not gonna lie, I drank a lot. All the way up until just a couple months ago. Like I still would sit down and drink a 12 pack in an evening. And especially if I was drinking whiskey, I would sit down and drink an entire bottle of whiskey. But then again, I always have processed alcohol really, really, really fast. So anyway, hang on a second. I'm going to go grab this thing because I want to address some of the ridiculous comments that people had about this knife. I love how people try to justify something that's bad. So this is that Warlock. And my problem with it is, yes, it's cool and it's fidgety. If you're looking for something that's cool and fidgety, I don't have very many things that are cool and fidgety. Even the Exo-Gravity knife, which I carry a lot, is not just cool and fidgety. It's fun, but it's definitely very functional and it's intuitive. It's possibly the easiest knife to manipulate out there. It's simply that. And even with it being like that, I still find it functional and I use it and I carry it. It's been in my pocket all day today. This, I mean, like one guy was like, hey, you just don't know how to fucking operate it. I was like, if I can take that knife and just simply watch this. Let me see if I can get in there. And simply that little bit, like I am barely touching. Like really. That's all it takes. Like I can do it with my pinky. It's just a little tiny bit of pressure and then the knife won't deploy. If you're holding a knife like a knife, it won't work. You have to hold it like that and then manipulate it. And I'm going to tell you right now, that, I can't say the R word, but I will say that that didn't get enough oxygen in the womb.
That's the most polite way I've ever heard that put.
It is almost said it. It is ridiculous. Now, on the flip side, and I did say this a bunch of times, on the flip side, some of their other stuff is truly, truly awesome. Their push button autos are great. It is. What the fuck happened here? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm gonna 5-door. I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna give you a. Oh, by the way, 5-door. I found the original packaging for that Mako, like the original dog tag and everything. It's in the original taco, in the original zipper pouch taco with the original dog tag. Not the second one that I got. I have the original. I found the original. Hang on a second. I got a message from my sister about my mom. Hang on. Oh, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay. I just sometimes my mom has very, very bad. She's had so many neck injuries and so many neck surgeries that if she turns her head too fast, she loses consciousness. It shuts off the blood flow to her brain. If she turns her head the wrong way, it pinches off the blood, and she passes out and she falls down all the time and splits her head. So she was talking about I saw staples and stuff like that. My mom fell the other day and had to have like 8 staples in her head because she hit the bedside stand. And all she was saying was like, "Hey, mom got back from having her staples removed." I was like, "Cool." It's like, so did you tell Frankenstein to go back to bed? And if she needs something, that you can come help her get up. So good night, Alice. I swear to God, I thought that said you had smallpox. I was like, Polly has smallpox. What the fuck? Okay. So that's what I was getting ready to say, Al. The blade on this, if you put that in like a boot knife, if you put that blade with a boot knife handle, I would buy that all day and twice on Sunday. But just simply, look at that. Just simply holding it like that. Look at that. I am not even squeezing it. Just getting my finger up against it. And it will stop it. It is the most ridiculous design. And like I said, the cheapest one here, the cheapest one that I found of this knife was $250 fucking dollars. MSRP is $390. That's the cheapest one. The other ones, the ones that are available, are $750. I don't even have to go to Cutlery Corner Network to find a shit knife. And then the pocket clip, you don't put that. That's the pocket clip you put on a $250 knife. Let me show you something. That's a $50 knife. That is a $50 knife. And it's got a goddamn way better pocket clip. As a matter of fact, this has a great pocket clip. What is this? Breeze Ratcher said, I got friends from out of town, but I dropped a like. If you haven't hit the like button, do it now. Enjoy your evening. Okay, so you know how I know that Breeze is lying? He said he had friends. Untrue. Absolutely a lie. Absolutely. Thanks, Breeze. Take it easy. This is another sleeper right here. If you don't have a CJRB RIA, you're missing out. I'm gonna do a video. I carry this so much, like my card is just black and sticky, and it definitely needs cleaned. But before I do a video. I'm going to do a video about knives, like 5 knives that I just can't stop carrying. Anyone ever tell you have a face for radio? Dopey, I've seen you. You could scare Dark out of a fucking closet. It's true. Here's another knife that gets carried a lot. Is my EWC. That's another Laconico. I love Laconico designs. That's all. That's all. That's just all there is to it. All of Mike's childhood photos are from behind. Polly's parents left him at the fucking grocery store several times. And he just kept finding his fucking way home. I heard. I'm drinking mocha. My wife made it and didn't like it. She's like, I don't like that much. She bought these fucking things. They're like the K-cup packs, and they got a powder. And you put the powder in the cup, and then you make the coffee on top of it. It froths up, and it's actually pretty. She didn't like it. She's like, "You drink it?" I was like, "I'll drink. It's fucking coffee." Yeah, I've had 2 pots of coffee today. I won't turn down another cup. I'll probably be up all fucking night, but no, Polly, because I do need to trim my fucking mustache. I got to take my headphones and shit all off. It's a pain in the ass. And I did it for you once, and you never paid like you said you were going to. I will tell you another underrated fucking gem is the Buck 119 Special. I had this out today using it for some stuff, and I was like, good God, that is a sharp knife. This, the Scream knife, so good. I should have had links to these ready. If one of my mods would like to put up one of my Blade HQ links, that's where you can get this one. I would appreciate if you're going to buy any of the knives that I show, try and find my Blade HQ link. I will. I put up an artisan link the other day, but at any rate, this is an awesome knife. And one of you guys sent that to me. And I did a 600 grit edge on this, and it is just terrifying how fucking sharp that. Ooh! Polly had his Terrazodonner. Come on, if you guys don't know, I know because I have some of the same issues that Polly has. Terrazodone is a definite knockout kind of fucking drug. I can take Terrazodone. I'll tell you what I can't take. I can't take Xanax. And it's not because I have better later, Polly. It's not because I can't take it. It's not like I have an adverse effect. My doctor gave me Xanax one time, and I came back to him and I said, he's like, so how'd the Xanax do? And I was like, oh, you can't ever give me that again. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I absolutely abused those. He's like, what? I was like, oh, they were gone so fast. I was like, I like those way too much. You can't ever let me have those again. Like you give me those again and I will have a problem. And he was like, really? And I was like, yep, I recognize that. I recognized that real quick. I was like, I can't take those. I like those too much. So yeah, I can't, I was like, you need to cancel that. Like I had refills and I'm like, you need to cancel that because I'm going to refill them. Whether I'm going to need them or not, I'm going to refill them. I was like, I can't have that. I can't have that in my life. I was like, I'm going to fuck my life up with those. Like bad, like worse than I already have. Like worse than winding up trying to make a living on YouTube. Like we're talking really fucked up. Guys, I absolutely appreciate everything you guys do to support me. I like to joke about it and stuff, but you guys absolutely are the highlight of what I've got going on outside of my family. Doing the live feeds and hanging out with you guys here, as much as I might complain about how income, like I might complain about how much the income. Okay, hang on a second. I'll do it myself. Um da, 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 da. This is my Blade HQ. This is my Blade HQ link. So if any of you guys are looking for some of that stuff, this is my Blade HQ link. I know it looks weird. It doesn't say Blade HQ, but that's absolutely a link to Blade HQ that will take you somewhere where you can pick those up. And if you happen to be over on Rumble, it's there as well. But yeah, like just I bitch about the YouTube thing because it's not the YouTube part, it's the response that you get from YouTube when you bring stuff to them. You're like, hey, why am I suddenly going from getting this many subscribers every month to this many? And they're like, oh, I was like, no, like consistently, I was getting this many every day. Like I was consistently getting this many for over a year. And now I'm getting less than half. Like on the monthly, it went from you're getting this many to you are getting a quarter of the new subscribers. And I was like, I can also see that new viewers aren't watching my content. And they're like, oh, well, that I was like, no, don't give me that shit. Like for the last 2 years, it's been consistent. It's been a consistent line and everything has stayed pretty much the same. And now all of a sudden, bang. And I was like, that's because you're not showing my content to new subscribers. So what I would ask everyone is if you are watching my videos, I can't get you guys, I don't know why I'm even asking. I can't get you guys to fucking like them half the time. Even the paying fucking members. I'm just kidding. I'm not chastising. It's actually, don't get upset. I'm not chastising you. It's as a joke. But there's a share button where you can share my content across other social media platforms and share it with people. And if you've got like a family member that might be curious about something about knives or they don't understand why you don't like knives, share a link to one of my videos with them. And that just continues to roll. Tua Dave just got home. He was on the road since Monday. Please don't let that slam. She's gonna let it slam. Oh, nice catch. So Dave, I have something for you. I have a phone number for you for somebody that might be able to help you with your situation. You're here. You are here. There's other ways to share it. There's all kinds of ways to share it. So even if it's just you copy a link to the video and send it to someone and ask them to do the same, and it's a snowball effect. It's been rough for a lot of content creators. And then I see that other creators aren't having the issues and they're like, oh, I don't know what your problem is. And they're like, just do this and just do this and just do this. And I'm like, brother, I fucking have been. Like, I'm doing all the same things. And I talk to some other people and are like, yeah, me too. And I absolutely have figured, I think I've got it figured. I'm shadow banned on Instagram and have been for quite some time. I'm very hard to find on Instagram. And someone was telling me that if you're shadow banned on Instagram and Facebook, that it carries over to YouTube. And it makes sense because about the time that I got shadow banned on Instagram, if you go to try and find me on Instagram, you have to type in my entire Instagram handle to find me. Like it will not pop up. You know how it's like some people, you're like, you type in part of it or you type in their name and then it comes up. Not me. And I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. So I absolutely think that that's where it stems from because I get zero traction on anything on Twitter. So I got to try and figure something out. But because the big thing that I do know is I'll have 200 or 300 views on a YouTube live feed, right? Maybe 400. I'll have 1,600 views by tomorrow morning on this live feed on Rumble. Same live feed. So I am an exaggeration. Here's the thing, like people say that, like you are such a stereotype or an exaggeration. But the fact is I'm not. Like this is just me. Everybody's like, there's no way you actually are like this. But anybody that knows me 100% knows that this is me. You're not I'm not selling you a false product. What I am is what I am, and that's what you get. I like that was a I I like to stand on the street corner and yell, "Watch Mike on YouTube. He's like a hillbilly wizard." I don't know what you guys is. I don't know what the deal is. I guarantee Dave's doing that from his phone. I'm watching Rumble and 2A Dave is commenting. 2A Dave, are you commenting on your phone? Yeah, I'm a white 2A Dave's over on Rumble and he says, "You're a white guy who likes knives and guns, so you're racist according to the woke crowd." Yeah, fucking Nathan knows. When I turn this camera off, I'm going to do the same stupid fucking shit that I'm doing right now as soon as I turn the camera off. The second I turn this camera off, I'm going to get, you're going to get the same. Like if you were here with me and I turned the cameras off and I turned to you, you're going to get the same fucking thing that you got right now. I will tell you guys, Tempered Trail, 5% off if you use coupon code Crazy Sharp, capital C, capital S, Crazy Sharp. Same thing over on Coffee Brand Coffee. Now, the thing about Coffee Brand Coffee is to a Dave. Dave, you know, you could comment on YouTube as well. He says, "Yep," over on Rumble. So, there's just more cussing and attempts at butthole touching. I actually do cuss much less on YouTube than I do in real life. I cuss a lot. It's not that I cuss a lot. I just like to say, it's not that I have a foul mouth. I just like to say fuck a lot. That's the main thing. Which I have a refrigerator magnet that says that. I'm going to take a picture of it and that's going to be in the middle. That's what's going to be in the middle. It's going to say on my screen in the back, it's going to say, "I don't have a foul mouth. I just like to say fuck a lot." This Chef Rocky says he likes Mexicans. Yes, Coffee Brand Coffee. If you use coupon code Crazy Sharp, and I have a link now that has my coupon code built in, and I will share that with everyone. But what I was going to say is, so we just hit a milestone. It's fucking sailors are like, "Hey, bro, you want to tame it down? You're fucking offending people." So Coffee Brand Coffee, here it is. Coffee Brand Coffee told me that if I sold a specific amount, I will get a link in just a second. I think they are available. I will get you a link momentarily for that. Just hang on just a second. So Coffee Brand Coffee reached out to me and I told you guys, they told me if I hit a specific milestone for sales, they were going to sponsor a giveaway on the channel. And I believe that today we hit that milestone. So I think Coffee Brand Coffee is going to sponsor a giveaway. But what they told me is if I hit that same milestone again before the end of the month, they're just going to double it up. 2A Dave says he didn't get a notification for YouTube, but he did get one for Rumble. Wow. Look at that. But when I reach out to Team YouTube on Twitter, they're always like, "Oh, well, you know, there's like if you're I was like, quit giving me the same fucking canned responses to stop shadow banning on my fucking channel." So at any rate, if we keep going, they're going to do something extra special. So if you want to get some coffee, Coffee Brand Coffee is not going to take your money and use it against you. There are a few companies that absolutely do that. I hate to say it, but Black Rifle Coffee Company will never get any of my money again. They absolutely took money and then supported things that I don't agree with, stated things that I don't agree with. And that's what happens when a company takes a stance. I would prefer that my company didn't have any goddamn political leanings. I don't, to tell you the truth, that's not a question I've ever asked. What's my coffee company's stance on this? Just make the fucking coffee. So that's absolutely something I love about this. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, their coffee is fucking good. Yeah, I'll get that. I'm gonna get that out. I added it to the auto populate. That was a problem. People were having a problem where they would punch in the link and they weren't getting the discount. So you could punch in the code, the coupon code, but it didn't always work. So now I have it figured out. I added it to all of my newer videos, and I'll make sure you guys get it. So if you use that link that's in my videos starting now, you don't need to put in coupon code Crazy Sharp. You already get a 5% discount. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. So now, if you give me just a moment, I will build you. It's going to take me a second. It's going to take me a second, but it won't take me that long. I will build you a link to the Artisan Sea Snake in micarta. Now, I'll tell you, I like the Artisan Sea Snake in micarta. It is a good knife. I don't think that you absolutely need it. Because the man, Artisan's website is still, even though it's gotten better, is still such a pain. 3 products. I'm bringing it up right now. Let me copy this and I will generate you a sales link. But I have not used mine, but I do know a few people that do use their Sea Snake in micarta, and I absolutely love it. They say it's great. I don't use mine because mine is 1 of 60. It is the first. It is the first one. It's the first knife I've ever had that was a number 1 of a limited run, and it is it's extra cool for me because it's my design. So, creating you a custom link. And I'll bring it over. I know that this is boring for you guys because I'm on a different website doing something, but somebody asked, and I like to accommodate my viewers. So this is the link right here to the S35VN and micarta version of my knife. So that one right there. Now it is expensive. Dave has number 60 of 60. I have number 1 of 60. We are bookends. But I won't ever use it. I gave away number 2 of 60 and number 3 of 60. So to give you guys an idea of what I spent on that 10,000 subscriber giveaway, just on those 2 knives, I spent $240. I did that in a giveaway. Then why the fuck are you here?
Listen here. You look like somebody took Dopey from the 7 Dwarves and stretched him out and made him even dumber. So, how about that?
I believe that may have been uncalled for. That was not nice. That wasn't nice.
Come on, you know he looks like he didn't get enough oxygen in the room.
Okay, so let me show you what it's supposed to look like. So this is what the Rumble stream looks like. So as you can see on the right, there is absolutely a live chat. See there on the right, where it says live chat? Al has number 2. Yeah. So there's a live chat. Tactical Terry. Wow, it's a good thing the artist who did this, the avatar isn't, who did his avatar isn't here. Where's oh, Tactical Terry. Did you do his avatar? I didn't say no, I'm not saying his avatar. Tactical Terry. I'm not talking about his avatar. I've seen him actual, like real face. We did movie day and we did the members live feed, which we may do. I don't think this Friday. Oh, I know. You want even better? I can do one even better. Are you ready? Hang on. Do you want me to blow your mind? Hang on just a second. Hang on. How about that? How about that? And it's even better when I do this. How's that? How's that? You guys want that? Is that what you want to see? How about that? Here's the thing. I don't know if I can do it Friday. It depends. Okay, I have a pre-surgical visit on Friday. And I don't know how I'm going to feel. And then Wednesday, Chuck It just sent me. Well, Chuck It, I put my phone somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to, there we go. No, because then I can't see the comments and then I can't interact. Chuck It sent me something on the Gilded server. Speaking of which, guys, if you are Chuck It, how'd you send it to me? Chuck It, how did you send it to me? Because I don't see anything. Rumble isn't really set up for phone. I do it for my phone all the time. I watch and I interact and I join chats and stuff like that. So I did not get a DM from you, Chuck It. On Instagram? You sent it to me on Instagram? Oh, okay. I see it, Chuck. Hit the join Crazy Sharp on locals. See if that works. Who is this? Who is 8th Sheepdogs? Who is 8th Sheepdogs? I only use Rumble on my phone. Works fine every time. Well, that's because Terry, Rumble is an I'm not going to get into this. Somebody put up a link to here. Hang on a second. Terry, just follow this because here in just a little bit, we're going to roll over to Rumble. This is the live feed on Rumble. Terry, you can just follow that link. I'm gonna give us a little bit more time here. I wanted to get you guys' opinion. Like, that's the link to the Rumble feed right there, Casey. I just posted it. No, it's Rumble is no. You're thinking of Tumblr. Tumblr is that one where you if you want to get your butthole touched by another dude. How are you guys? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you guys think that the big cleaver knives are played out? Because I love some of these great big cleavers. I was going to ask this question a while ago. No, this is not membership only. I was thinking about Friday having the members come on, like we did before, where all the members were on the screen and we were just talking. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you have any problems with me talking and speaking my mind about anything that's going on with Budweiser, with that new Clydesdale ad, or any of those things that might not be friendly on YouTube, you probably don't want to come over. If your wife is gonna get upset with you for things I might say, Arrowhead guys, you might not want to come over to Rumble. I'm just saying, because I'm not like, I censor myself. I keep it PG over here because I do know that there's people that watch, and I have to keep it that way for YouTube. But I get sick of it, and that's why I do Rumble. But at any rate, I love these big cleavers, and there aren't a lot of people that still make them. And I'd like to start seeing some big ones again. Uh, well, that's the Rumble side of the house isn't always knife stuff. I've got to have an outlet for it, Arrowhead guys. I have to. I can't keep everything bottled up. So, like I said, that might not be the part of the live feed you want to see. But these big cleavers have kind of started falling out of favor, and I'm upset because when I get one in, they're always cool, but they're always kind of old. So it kind of sucks me, like the ADVs, like the ADV Butcher and Attack Butcher and all those knives. I love those. I love those knives. And it's just sucks that when I do videos about them, no one wants to see them anymore because they're always something that's out there. Like this knife has been out, this Mastiff has been out for 3 years. And I want more of it. I want more of these big beefy cleavers, but it just seems like they're going away. So I had thought about, do I like the Renegade gun ear? I don't know if I ever saw one. Yeah, that's a lot of people are saying that, and it's because you have an inferior phone. You have an Android. I don't know what you want. You have an Android phone. Androids are inferior. Yeah, I would love to see more of these hitting the market again, like we did with the ADV Butcher and the Tac Butcher and some of the VDK. Mike, check my DM. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Hey, I don't know what context to put that in, but is that a Keister egg hunt? Well, they are. They are inferior. Yeah, like everybody's like, no, they're not. And I'm like, then how come I can do shit? Like people are like, well, I can't do that on my phone. I'm like, well, fucking I can, but they're like, no, fucking Androids are so much better. I was like, if Android is so much better, how come every time we have these conversations, there's another voice that needs to say this one?
If that's the case, fucker, if iPhone is inferior, how come I can do more shit on my phone than you can? Like every fucking time I'm like, well, just do it from your phone. Oh, I can't do that. I'm like, I just did. Maybe you should reevaluate which is inferior. Because it's not my phone that can't do shit.
That little bastard has a point.
Actually, Rumble wasn't designed for anything. Their app was horrible for a long time. Just, I guess that the programming tools available to people that program on Apple are better. A lot of it has to do with what the phone program and the operating system will allow you to do as a programmer. Okay, that is a valid fucking point.
be damned, that bastard has a fucking point. Pretty fucking hard to argue that one.
And Mike did not spend $8 on that phone. Mike's phone came for free. This was, I was getting a new line anyway. And when I contacted Apple, I was like, I want to add a line because I had shit for the channel. I get so much interaction from the channel. I wanted to have a separate line. They had a thing where if you got this phone, this iPhone 12 mini, was free, and I was adding a new line anyway. All I paid was tax on this. So I did not pay $8 for this phone. And it just seems to work fine. And I got news for you. It is so easy to do stuff with Apple to Apple. The AirDrop feature and everything, which is part of the reason that I stick with Apple stuff. I film everything on that phone because it's got an amazing camera. You guys see how clear everything is. And when I drop those files over, they absolutely go over like that. I don't have to have a cord. I can just AirDrop them. I dropped today 8 gigabytes of raw footage at 4K from my phone to the computer. And then when I went to the bathroom and came back, and it had AirDropped all of it at once, all in the order I wanted. Okay, Dopey, go drop a comment on Rumble. The shit that you can do on your Android is shit I don't need to do. Like, there's a lot of well, I could do this, and I can fucking do this, and I can get into the BIOS and change this shit. And I can make all my icons turn into little bunny rabbits. Guess what? I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I need my phone for several small things. Search things on the internet. Look at porn in the shower. Film my videos and send them over. I don't even very often play video games on my phone. I really don't. So, and I'm not saying I get it. Everybody likes different things. I personally find the ease of using an Apple product a lot better. So at any rate, we are going to say goodbye to YouTube. If you would like to join me over on Rumble, there is a link right here. And you can just come over. Oh, did somebody gift? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I was not watching my actual feed. Did somebody just drop? Did somebody drop? Rocky dropped 5 gift memberships. Thank you very much, sir. So yeah, if you guys did get a gift membership, go over to my main channel and find the membership area, and you will find a link. Thank you very much, Rocky. That sounds horrible. There we go. What were you saying about commenting on Rumble? Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't see you commenting on Rumble. I don't see any new. Well, it might have froze. Allow me to. I don't see anything. I don't see you comment on there, Rock, there, buddy. I see 8th Sheepdogs says yes. Now punch yourself. 8th Sheepdog says do it. 8th Sheepdog says interact your first to face. So that's all I'm seeing. I haven't seen any new comments. If somebody'd like drop a comment and tell me, I don't see. I see Panzer dropped an actual comment, but at any rate, there's a link over there to Rumble. I'm going to head over there. we're gonna talk about some we're gonna talk about some stuff. I'm gonna show you something that I got that is pretty cool. That I can't show you here. So I will I'll see you guys over there in a minute. So there's 35 people here. I'd love to see all 35 of you over there. There's 25 people over there already. There are 8 likes and 1 dislike. I don't know what the fuck that is. So I'll be over there in just a second, but well, I'm already there. But I'm gonna turn this off of YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching, I'm sorry. We gotta go. I will see you later.